thank you, Fabrizio, for accepting our invitation to talk about the future in technology and its impact in education in present and the future. You are executive partner in Gartner, the main company regarding assessment in the world of technology. You're working with big companies and also with governments and also with the European Union. So you are very close to the one who makes the decisions about technology. What is your role in Gartner?
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. In my role, I advise organization in the implementation of technology, as you said. We are an independent organization. We don't have any kind of relationship nor with the software, hardware, or services organization. And that puts us in a particular position to be able to offer the best possible advice related to technology.
Fabrizio, over the last few years, technology has increasingly impacted our lives. Regarding children and young people, what would you highlight regarding trends or challenges?
This is a wonderful question. It's very difficult to have the answer, of course. There are a lot of research and studies about possible futures. For example, World Economic Forum is predicting that by 2030, we will have about 85% of new jobs. That is very different from what we have today. So this is a deep transformation of our society that we are already starting to experience nowadays. So just to distinguish, we can talk about the experience of the teachers and the experience of the students. From the teacher's point of view, technology is being used more and more to being able to focus on what is really important for the teacher, that is spending time with kids or with students. So they can automate, they can innovate the way they do their job. And from the perspective of the students, is changing completely the way they can create and enrich the way they learn thanks to this technology. So definitely something that can teach to them to be more prepared for this future that nobody knows, but it will be rich of opportunity, and technology will play a very important role.
There is a lot of debate right now about the use of technology in education, specifically about the screen time kids are having. What is your position on this?
Technology is just a tool, so it depends on how we use it. We need to be very careful in not exceeding the time we expose, particularly children, to this technology. On the other hand, it can offer a lot of insight and new things that we can learn and stimulate our brain in many marvelous ways. But again, families, education, the school, and all the ecosystem needs to be better aware of the possible issue that we can have with technology. So technology is good. We just need to be very good in using it in the right way.
When the information that you have in Gartner it makes sense still to talk about impact of technology in education, or we need to distinguish between inside and outside classroom use of technology?
Nowadays, technology is everywhere. So it's a difficult conversation, and I believe we need to have a orchestrated view of the topic and understand that, yes, we use technology inside the classroom, and we have technology everywhere in the rest of our life. This is what our kids, our children, and our students experience. So the question is how we can better integrate the process in order to have a more adaptive learning experience that can be different for every student.
Many families are concerned about the amount of time their kids are spending in front of a digital device, a screen. What's your take on this?
This is a similar perspective about video gaming. There was a challenge that we had when we were young. It offered us a lot of possibilities to create new adventures in our lives, but at the same time, too much is too much. So the virtue lies in the middle. The problem is, of course, to be able to understand which is the right balance of time that kids and students can spend with this technology that can empower their cognitive capabilities But if it's too much, then we can start to observe lack of attention span in their day by day, a lot of tension in the relationship with other people, including the family. So my suggestion for the family is to be able to observe and put also the right limits in the day by day in their activities.
Assuming that digital literacy is now essential, what implementation have you seen in Garner that combine the development of these digital skills, but also these social and emotional skills?
We need to keep in consideration, we need to mix the different channels so we can have a blended learning and hybrid model between the different technologies that we use. But it's very important that we focus on the development of social skills of our kids and our students, because in the future, creativity, the way we get in relationship between humans will be more and more important. At the same time, we can learn how to optimize our time with this technology, but again, with the scope, with the idea of dedicating our time to better integrate and create new ways of living.
Beyond the headlines, how would you describe the level of adoption of AI in the world of the education?
It's very difficult to have an average answer. AI is everywhere. Technology is more and more taking our activity in our life. This change a lot depending on the geography, on the even economic income of the family that expose their kids to this technology. What is clear is that it will provide a lot of new capabilities to teachers to improve the way they engage with students, and on the other hand, it will improve the way students can learn in a much more personalized way. And transforming their experience in the education, even making it much more fun and interesting. We observe also as a general trends that there are very large organizations in the IT world that are starting to work together to offer very specific solution covering the education marketplace, and this will provide with much more structured approach, also very useful also for the students and for the teacher. And last but not the least, the advent of agentic AI that will bring definitely more focus and activity on specific task, and in this way absolutely offer a new way of learning, because you can imagine that you can address your tutor with a specific question that would challenge you to check how you're learning and how you're developing your knowledge, but very specific for your level of understanding of the topic.
What would you say to families who are afraid of artificial intelligence?
Fear, not helpful. We need to change our mindset and to think in a different manner, absolutely. This is something that is already here and will be more and more. Is like a big wave that is coming in our life. So yeah, we need to learn how to surf the wave and understand all the different aspects and help our kids to enjoy it and to understand all the different ethical knowledge and critical sense that they need to have to better use this tool.
Looking ahead to the next decade, what skills do you think children should be developing to manage properly their relationship with AI systems?
It's very difficult to answer, to describe a world that we don't know at the moment, that will be very different from the one that we have today. Most of the jobs of the future, they do not exist today. And our students, our kids, how can we describe exactly the content that they have to learn? The entire model of learning that we live today is based on a model that is probably not what we need in the future. And this brings us to focus on the development of the capability of thinking in an independent way, connecting with other people, so social skills in relationship to create new things together and bringing up to a new level the interaction of our kids, and of course embracing these technologies that for us today is still quite surprising. It's still something new, but if you try to imagine for during a few years, this will be absolutely normal. And so it's better to focus on the capability, on the ability to create and understand the context and not the specific knowledge. What is and will be more and more important is to be able to make the right question.
What role should educational institutions play, and what role should families take on when addressing the fears regarding the use of artificial intelligence in education?
Institutions, they need to work a lot on governance of the entire process of using technology. There is a lot of work in making the process transparent for the users, guarantee and protect the information, the data that is collected during the transaction and the interaction with the system. And yeah, absolutely, also work on the ethic use of information and the way we engage, particularly with kids and students. On the other hand, from family point of view, what is really important is help the students, the adults of the future, to embrace this technology and understand all the aspects. So again, ethical aspects are very relevant, and yeah, how to use this technology in the best possible way. And this requires many times attention from parents, times to spend together with their kids and not just leave them to the new technology available.
Many, many thanks for this conversation, Fabrizio. It's been a pleasure to have the vision of an executive partner from Gartner regarding the use of technology in education, and specifically in the world of Kids&Us.
Thank you, David. It's been a pleasure to be with you.